we do get to do this. So I can cast this for 3 and still have Frostbite held up. That seems like a fair deal. And they scoop. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Congratulations, you've done it. You found the champ dog. So I'm going to be real with you guys. I've already got started on my coffee, my transparent ghost coffee. I really needed a coffee, so smash pause, go get yourself a brew, and we'll still have a synchronized sip. And go. The harmony, the synchronicity. I can feel the Selesnya colors welling up inside me, and it makes me sick. I'm a Rakdos mage. Anyway, so today we're jumping into the arena. We're going to play around with some, I was going to say expensive pieces of cardboard. You all know who that's referencing. But actually, it's expensive digital representations of expensive pieces of cardboard. Double whammy. Anyway, that's what we're going to do. We got something massive coming for you guys. Let's jump into the arena. I'll show you what it is. So today we are playing some blue-red giants. So giants obviously was a tribe that came out in Kaldheim. Never really had its time to shine. It's just a little underpowered compared to everything else in Standard. Throne of Eldraine. So yeah, I thought I'd give it a try in Standard 22. And see how we went. Obviously, we've lost our best giant in Bonecrusher Giant, but the overall power level of the format's so much lower, so things like this can maybe have a chance to have a go. So I actually just found this list on MTG Zone. I wanted to play around with some giants. I thought I'd save myself some effort with brewing and just take a list and just jump in, see how it felt, and then tweak it from there. So I'm actually recording this after the games. So we did pretty well. I have some ideas of things I want to change, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit after the game. But yeah, guys, it's Blue-Red Giants. So when this tribe sort of came out in Kaldheim, we knew that the early game was going to be an issue. Like, your earliest creature that you're playing is Aegar the Freezing Flame on 3. And there's only a handful of good giants. As I said, we've lost the best one in Bonecrusher Giant. So you've really just got this package of Quakebringer, Calamity Bearer, and Aegar the Freezing Flame. We've got a single Cyclone Summoner at the top end and a couple of Auron's Epiphanies. But those are your core giants package. So the rest, we've got the 2 giant sagas, Battle of Frost and Fire, which is like our sweeper, 4 damage to each non-giant creature. That's the part that we want, and it's front-loaded. Scry 3, still really nice. And then the third part, whenever you cast a spell with mana 5 or greater, draw 2 cards and discard a card. That's just some nice gravy. Invasion of the Giants, 2 mana, you scry 2. On the second chapter, draw a card. You can reveal a giant from your hand, and then it does 2 damage to a creature or to an opponent or planeswalker, sorry. And then on chapter 3, the next giant costs 2 less to cast, which is pretty nice. Gives us something to do on turn 2. You can see we're also playing Glimpse the Cosmos and Expressive Iteration. So Glimpse the Cosmos, it's a 2-mana sorcery. You look at the top 3 of your library, put 1 into your hand and the rest on the bottom, and then you can cast it from your graveyard for 1 if you control a giant, which is just amazing. Expressive Iteration, it's a great card. So that, you know what that does. So that's 10 2-mana spells to help us smooth our draws, because we don't really have a lot to do in the early game. Is this too much? I would say yes. We'll touch on that later in the game. We got Frostbite for some early removal. As I said, we've got this for our sweeper, and there's a Singleton Squash here to deal with some bigger creatures. It's 5 mana, deals 6 damage, costs 3 less if you control a giant, so it costs 2. It's basically our Burning Hand sort of value to deal with a big creature, but it doesn't have to be green. Singleton Prismari Command, it's a good spell. Some Shadow Skull Smashings, because you want to have a lot of land in this deck, because your deck's expensive, but this can also double as interaction. And yeah, that's pretty much the deck, guys. We got some Faceless Havens. It's really good in any tribal deck because it counts as a member of whatever tribe you're playing. Lands. We don't have a sideboard. We're not playing any learn cards. Maybe that's something you might want to adjust at home. It might be something that I feel like adjusting when I come back to the deck. But yeah, this is the list that we're running. Let's shuffle up and get in and play some games. So I forgot to hit record. But, you know, we're on the draw. This is the hand we kept minus this Quakebringer. I'm excited to see how this goes. We're up against the Swarm on some mono-red goblins, I assume. It's a pretty slow hand to be going up against Gobbos. Do I need another Quake Bringer? So what am I doing? Next turn I'm foretelling something. I have 2 giants. I really want to find some more coloured mana, but I don't think I can say no to lands at the moment anyway. But yeah, I think I need to hunt for a little bit more interaction or something of that nature. Oh, the beating. That is brutal. The brutality. Didn't I scry a... No, I didn't. Wow. Wow, double Faceless Haven. So, yeah, we're probably going to lose this game. Probably going to lose. Oh, get me out of here. Get me out. Okay, we're on the play and our hand's not terrible, so that's nice. Hand's not great, but it's not terrible. We have, like, things we can do in the early turns, so better than last game. One into our hand. Which one, though? I think I need to take a land here. Spirit, sure. So, chances are we just kill that. I think Agar into our hand. Quakebringer back into our library. Exile the Frostbite to play this turn. Feels good. Warhound, fetch a thingy, planes. This is like a Winota deck without the Winota. Oh, cancel, cancel. Cool. So we can draw a card off this Frostbite on the Warhound. I was considering not casting the Frostbite just to conserve our removal, but sure. Oh wow, triple Agar, nice. Yep, makes sense that they would take that. Really wish I had like one more land in play. Let's cast this. I mean, I want all of these cards, please. I guess I take this. I mean, I have a land drop here, right? And foretell the Quaker. My thinking with attacking there is if they kill it, I've got backups. Shadow of the Scalds is a little unfortunate. A little bit unfortunate. So unfortunately we don't draw off Battle of Frost and Fire because it's an enchantment. Okay, so we are going to take a bit of a hit here. But we do get to do this. Calamity Bearer next turn should be pretty good as well. We're definitely not out of the woods, but I feel like we're in a decent position. Somehow our opponent has more lands than us now. Double showdown. That's, yeah, not what you want to see either. And they scoop. Cool. We take it. We will take it. Yes, sir. This hand is really awkward. I like being on the play, and we have some cheap things to do, but all of our lands are going to come in tapped. Let's live dangerously. Let's have no regard for our rank or our safety. So the cool thing is these guys can activate the snarls, so I can at least frostbite something this turn, should I so choose. I mean, this would have definitely been a mulligan if we were on the draw. It's just too slow. Missing a land drop kind of sucks as well. I think I just want to find lands. Actually, I really should have kept the iteration because this is a tap land. We'll kill this now, hopefully before they can protect it. So this looks to be one of those Magecraft decks. Cool. Yeah, so with the Magecraft decks, as long as you can just answer their creatures as they play them, you're usually in a good position. On the draw, with a really slow hand, I don't think we can afford to keep this. This seems a bit better. I also got a lot of fixing over the next couple turns. No removal yet, which is now going to be a problem because of this. I mean, I want both of these, but it means I'm missing a land drop. Which I don't think I can afford to do at the moment. Ow. This is where I wish I had Crush the Weak in the deck. Found a land, which is always nice. Hand, library, play the mountain. Okay, so now we just need to dig for the Battle of Frost and Fire, Tale of Ice and Fire, Fire and Ice, Fire, Water, Burn. You all know the one I'm talking about. Crush the Weak would just be like, mwah, right now. Why would our opponent slow down? Is that the next giant costs less? So I can cast this for 3 and still have Frostbite held up? That seems like a fair deal. That seems fair. Cool. That's a nice little bit of value. I haven't played with these cards, so I don't really know what anything does, so just bear with me. Plus, you know, I'm objectively not that good at Magic. Sure, like my LGS, I might feel like one of the strongest players in the room, but what will they learn for? Reduced to memory. Cool. Get rid of my Quakey boy. How aggressive are they going to be? Very. Okay. Just no regard given. Kill that. This was a bad attack. That's a terrible attack. I mean, I guess we just play this other one. I can't imagine them playing a sweeper. Start putting the smackdown on them. And now they can reduce to memory this one so I can't block, but... And I mean, they definitely should do that. Oh, I mean, I can still block, can't I? Cool. Yep. Yep. So this will become a 3-3, but I can still block it, and I will still block it. I mean, we're just in such a strong position right now. Let's iterate. They're all so good. They're all so good. So why don't I keep them all? Hand. Library. Exile. Frostboy or Snarl. Reveal. Play. Attack. And they have to block here or they die. Cool. That felt like a good turn. What do you guys think? Do you think it was a good turn? You think it was a good turn? Okay, that was a very good turn. Bye-bye. On the play, always nice. Hand is surprisingly good. It's a nice curve, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, cool. Obviously need to play this for red. So we'll do that now so we don't forget. And I mean, alternatively, once Agar's down, we can play this for 1 as well. Okay, I see green. I really want to find some interaction, but we do not. What do we put in our hand here? Probably the Calamity Bearer, I think. It's also a little disturbing we didn't see any land there. But Aaron's is way off, and we're going to have another shot at Glimpse anyway. So this probably eats a fight spell, let's be real. Let's have realistic expectations. I think we take this block though. I'm happy enough with that, to be honest. They have a follow-up. The lack of red mana is a little bit of a problem. Problem solved. Unfortunately, I also want that Frostbite. But next turn we can battle a Frost and Fire, which would be pretty good for us. Ooh, they are playing white as well. Okay. We're not going to trade here. I'm much less interested in trading now. Sure. I shall teach you much. I think we just have to fire this off now before they get too much value out of Mavinda. And they scoop. Suck it, Magecraft. Weird to see the Werewolf pack leader in a Magecraft deck. Assuming it's Magecraft from seeing Mavinda. I'm just having an absolute blast with this deck. This hand seems way too slow. This hand is worse. This hand is strictly worse. Let's keep it. Get rid of Epiphany. So we need to draw blue mana. We need to draw interaction. We need a lot of things. And I don't know if they're going to happen in time. So next turn we foretell a Quakebringer. I wish I could foretell Battle of Frost and Fire. Bonk. I hope this isn't a sacrifice early Blood Avatar deck. Doesn't look like they'll get the Blood Avatar. We got run over in an earlier game where they just played turn 1, Shambling Ghast, turn 2, Eye Twitch and something else, turn 3, Awaken the Blood Avatar, and we kept a dirtly hand and played it in an even dirtlier fashion. Ow. At least we're only taking 1 damage a turn at the moment. That's nothing to complain about. I really wish I'd played this last turn so I could at least iterate here. But again, we're only taking 1 damage a turn at the moment, so we're not under a ton of pressure right now. Why do the giants wear masks? Or is that just meant to be their face? Yep, so they sack. Goldspan Dragon, I guess. These sleeves are cool. Oh, Kalane. Still could be a Goldspan Dragon, it'll just be a very big one that we can't kill with battle. 2-2 Eye Twitch, okay. This is the dirtliest turn I've seen in a while. And need to take a land. Ah, I forgot I'd played Iteration and not Glimpse the Cosmos. Nevertheless, I think Cosmos goes into the library. At least this way, next turn we can play Battle of Frost and Fire. Clear up these creatures. Haven't seen a Goldspan Dragon yet, which is good news for us. What are they on? Okay, Den of the Bugbear, that's fine. Do I love it? No. I don't love it. Yes. Keep playing out. Excellent. Feels good. So hopefully from here our giants can start taking over. Yep, Mascot Exhibition. So we are going to need to find another battle soon. Hopefully they spend their turn just playing out the exhibition though. That would be good for us. That would be fairly decent for us. Yep. I mean, I do love Agar, but I think we need to dig for... We need to dig for a battle. Cyclone Summoner does the job as well. Does the job very nicely. That's dope. So next turn's going to be very good for us. Hopefully their mascot exhibition again. Come on, I want you to so badly. Oh no, do we just die now? We do. Good game. Good game, you got us. One more turn. We just needed one more turn. I don't love this hand, but we'll keep it and see how we go. Okay, so we see this. We assume our opponent's not going to be a super quick deck either. I kind of want the Snarl, to be honest, but I think I need to take the Calamity Bearer. Iteration? Sure. That's what I'll be doing next turn. I want to try and keep up Agar till I can Frostbite something with it afterwards. But I assume we're up against Prismari Dragons, so I don't know how good Frostbite is ever going to be. So maybe I just play it out, but then it just gets frostbitten, doesn't it? Oh well, I've already played a land. I've locked myself into it. I'm locked in. Just please don't have frostbite one time. Excellent. This is a weird combo deck. This is going to be awesome. Prismari Treasures. So if this is what I think it is, they're just going to use cards like this to just endlessly dig through their deck, and it's going to be amazing. So that being said, I can't cast this. That's annoying. I was going to say, that being said, we probably just want to put as much pressure on the board as we can. But we really can't put much pressure on the board because we don't have red mana. So I guess we take a land, any land. Get in here. Might as well foretell an Epiphany. Can't do much else right now. And call that a turn. Yeah, the red mana, man. Come back, Frostboil Snarl. Come back, Pathway. No Pixie Guide, so they're going to be die rolling. Negate. I mean, this is definitely some kind of weird combo deck. I assume this gets counted, unfortunately. No. Okay. So do they have an answer to the Agar then? They're not just going to take 6 here, surely. Okay, no, they're going to take 6. So they are facing lethal next turn. But they have all the mana in the world and a full grip, so maybe they just go off here. Draconic Intervention, okay. For 2. Frostbite. Do they answer the Agar? Sorry guys, hang on a sec. My kitten's being naughty. Yeah, I know. You want to play. Okay, so do they have a counterspell? And can we afford to play around it? I think we just go for this. I assume they have a negate. Okay, no, they don't. Interesting. They got something. Frostbite, sure. Okay. Let's just take a few turns here. And we can just kill them this turn now with the Haven. Cool, we get there. In your face, combo player. I needed to do both Havens. Oh no. I wouldn't have been able to anyway, I don't have enough snow mana. Okay, they're on one. I take it all back. I spoke way too soon. I'm going to be eating some humble pie if they combo off this turn and kill us. Ah, got there. Yes. No such thing as karma. Our hubris goes unpunished. What do we think of this hand? It's pretty slow and I don't have red mana. Might be able to find red mana with Glimpse for a turn 3 Agar. And then what? Turn 5 Battle of Frost and Fire. I just don't like it. This hand is a lot better. This is our only blue source, so we need to keep it. I guess we put back a mountain. We just need to remember we won't have Frostbite enabled on turn 3. I think I want the Calamity Bearer. Less aggressive by itself, but it's better with the Agar. They spend their turn for telling. That's good for us. You've only seen blue mana so far. Okay, there's black, so it's Dimir control. So this will be a Soul Shatter, no doubt. Or a Poison the Cup. Flunk. Can't activate Haven yet either. I don't feel good about this match. I don't feel good about it at all. Yep, another flunk. These two cards are basically dead here. And yeah, this game is basically over. Obviously we're going to Prismari command at end step to rummage through our deck and make a treasure. They might counter this, but I doubt it. It's not really the kind of thing you counter. I guess these two. Yeah, I mean, this game's over. I really should have cast Glimpse before this. Yeah, okay, get me out of here. I messed up. I needed to cast Glimpse there. That's my only way back into this game. Okay, hopefully we can go out in a win here. So we're on the draw, which kind of sucks. This hand's not great, but I don't think it's awful enough to ship. We're not really doing anything till turn 3 unless we Frostbite something, but... Bits of speed, spicy. So this is probably a Boros equipment deck. Do they have an Usher of the Fallen? Rune of Speed. So when they give something haste, they will give it haste. Cool. I guess we foretell this. Could be a teleportation circle deck as well. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's just a... Okay. Here we go. Okay, so we need to kill this guy. That's just straight up has to happen. They don't have a way to increase its toughness at the moment. Should have played the Shadow Skull Smashing. Yeah, I still think I just do this while they're tapped out. I don't want to be greedy and get punished for it. Why did it not die? Oh no. Oh dear. I didn't have the That was a big oopsie. And now they get to pump it too. Oh my land. The pain. The pain. Oh, the humanity. That's going to cost me this game as well. That is going to cost me this game. Showdown of the Scourge, sure. So I need to find a Battle of Frost and Fire. That is just what has to happen here. We'll take that trade. All these giants, no lands. Showdown into showdown, sure. Okay, they learnt their lesson that these will trade. Come on, don't do me dirty like this, deck. Shuffler's fine. Multiple Quake Bringers, Calamity Bearers, and Agars, no 5th land. I mean, at this rate, it's going to be so big that even when I kill it, it kills me. So we're going to take 11 to the face here. I mean, still very much on me. Because I did mess up that frostbite. We would have a bit more of a life buffer here. But our deck doing us dirty like this doesn't do anyone any favors. Oh well, good game. You got us. There we go, guys. That's the deck. This was a blast to play. It was actually better than I expected. So we played, I think I played like 12. Let me just double check. No, 11. I played 11 games. I won 6 of them, so that's a decent win rate. Does pretty decently against aggro if you keep the appropriate hand. Struggled against control and struggles in games where you play like an absolute idiot. So at least two of the games that I lost. Let me check. So I lost one to Dimir Control that I was just going to lose. There was one where I lost to Rakdos, which you saw because they top decked that Steel spell, which I probably would have won if I'd had like one more turn. The first game, yeah, we got run over. And there's another game against aggro that I haven't shared with you guys where, yeah, I played like an idiot and got run over. And then obviously in that last game, we screwed up that crucial frostbite, which just got us so far behind in life total, and then our deck kind of did us dirty. So yeah, I lost a few games to misplays there. The deck overall actually feels surprisingly strong. If I was going to change something, like straight off the bat, I'd probably get rid of these Auron's Epiphanies. I never played them, and I was never particularly happy to see them. I always wanted something else. I think you need some more cheap interaction. I don't entirely know what that looks like. I don't know how I feel about this package. We got Glimpse the Cosmos, Expressive Iteration, and Invasion of the Giants. So that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 10 2-mana hand-fixing cards. That's not always how you want to spend your turn 2. Obviously, it can be helpful later in the game. Expressive Iteration honestly still felt a bit better than Invasion of the Giants. Just because it lets you do something that turn. But obviously Invasion is the better turn 2 play. Glimpse the Cosmos is really good. Obviously I messed up that one game with the Haven, but having that interaction where Haven turns on Glimpse is really nice. But yeah, it didn't come up as much as I would have liked. Yeah, look, the deck was a blast. It was really fun. It's just, and we always knew this would be the case with Giants. It's a bit dirtly. So I would like to find something else to do in the early stages of the game. I think this is too much fixing, which makes you rely really heavily on Battle of Frost and Fire. And sometimes you just don't find it, or you don't find lands, and you just don't last that long. Yeah, so I'll have a think about that. I suspected this would be the case. I just wanted to jump in and play around with the deck and get a feel for it. And when I come back to it, I might try to play around with the deck a little bit and try to give it a little more early game presence, a little more early game impact on the board. Even like a bit of ramp would be nice in here as well. Prismari Command does let us ramp into a turn 4 Battle of Frost and Fire, but that's only a one of. And it'd be really nice to have something on like turn 2 even. Ideally turn 1, but we're not playing Llanowar Elves here, are we? But yeah, other than that, the deck felt good. It felt surprisingly strong. That was probably the most fun I've had playing Magic in a while. I hope you enjoyed watching, guys. I'll catch you real soon with another video. You've been brilliant.